Hey guys, what is up, and I welcome each and every one of you to a new League of Legends video. So for this one, we'll be talking about two leaks that happened very recently, one of them being confirmed and very public at the moment, one of them being much more under the radar, and is going to be the rework, or the SWAIN rework, I guess, the leak on his abilities. Right now, this was posted by someone named Raisinoid on my public Discord, which I have a public Discord if you didn't know. Link down below, you can check it out, you can join if you want, and all that good stuff. But he posted this, I believe, yesterday, or no, Wednesday even, on my Discord in the general chat, asking me what I think about the SWAIN leak, right? So of course, SWAIN, as we know, is getting a rework. As you can see, Rad did post about it. I made a video about it, talking about all this good stuff. And they talk about how they want to essentially make him a ruthless dictator, how they still want him to be the Raven General and all that stuff. So this leak, again, take it as you will. The leaks are always, they're hit or miss. Some of them are maybe slightly hits, maybe slightly a miss or whatever. At the end of the day, take it with a grain of salt. It could be true, it could be not true, it could be half true, it could be 30% true, it could be 70% true. You get the idea. So, with all that being said and done, let's take a look. Visual changes. Has a robe that is dark and long, which has an emblem on the back like Yorick's, but smaller now. Again, in this visual that Riot has gave us, he's still obviously the Raven Lord. You can see all them flying around him and stuff. He has the robe, he has the little thing on the back. Obviously, it makes sense. But at the end of the day, if someone were to just to make this leak for funds, just for the lols, it's not hard to kind of just fake this part, because all you have to do is look at this picture and just literally describe it in a couple of words, right? So, that part, again, even though it's true, not hard to fake. Anyways, passive. When under 50% health, activates Raven mode. Similar to his current ultimate, but less drastic. Becomes invulnerable for 3 seconds after finishing, and is healed for 15% of how much damage is absorbed while invulnerable. So, 80-second cooldown, that's a fairly long cooldown for a passive, I have to say. It's essentially his ultimate transformed into his passive. Now, they did something very similar to Xin, for instance, with the rework that happened to him, where they took one of his abilities and just threw it into his passive. Except this time, they're essentially taking the current SWAIN's ultimate and throwing it into the passive, which I'm like 50% skeptical about this, and 50% I can believe it happening. It sounds pretty good. It really does. When under 15% health, he just goes into this Raven mode. But 50%, I mean, at that point, it feels like you're gonna die almost already. But he also becomes invulnerable after finish. I'm not sure what it means after finish. Like, is there a certain duration on the Raven mode, like maybe 3 seconds or something, or 5 seconds, and after that he goes invulnerable and heals based on how much damage he's done with his other abilities? Maybe his other abilities get empowered. I don't really know for sure. Maybe in this mode he also has the Ravens fly out, which I don't think is the case, because that is just kind of lazy in my opinion. So I'm not entirely sure what exactly this passive fully does, because I don't think this is like a full description. It's just like a very rough description, a very quick one. So we'll see, I guess, once it comes into the live servers, assuming this is true, but it does sound pretty good, and I'm assuming it empowers his other abilities, which, based on the damage done, 15% of that is converted to HP after, he goes into the invulnerable state. Anyway, moving on to his Q. Very simple. Quick ability. Qs are usually very simple and quick. AoE effect, Raven swoops down, hitting an enemy in a direction. If hit again, it roots. So that either tells me it's a low cooldown, and or it's on a kind of I forgot what the term is, but essentially the way Teemo's ultimate works, or Vel'Koz's W, it's got like stacks essentially. So it's gonna be like, I'm assuming, one of those two. Which, it sounds like a Q ability. Very simple, very quick. A little bit of damage. Adds a little bit of CC here and there. If you hit him twice. So, I mean, it's believable. I'm like a 70% believer on the Q. But again, at the end of the day, rather, you don't really know for sure with these leaks. You just don't know, man. You really don't. His W is unavailable for whatever reason. I guess maybe they didn't know what it was, or they didn't maybe fully finish the W yet by the time this leak, or the person that got this leak or got this information, actually got it. I don't know. I obviously have no idea. So no W, unfortunately, but maybe the W can be referring to how he wants to kind of rip the souls out of his enemies, which is kind of similar to his ultimate and what it does, which we'll get into soon. But going on to his E, similar to the original, which throws a little bit of like a dot kind of damage thing on the champion, slows with Raven visuals around them. So I guess it's pretty much the same thing. It just at the same time, it does a dot damage, but it slows and has Ravens fly around. And I guess I could see that. I mean, it's not unheard of for Riot whenever they do these big VGUs to have, one, maybe an ability or two to have, very similar effects to what the current champion had. Like, with Poppy, she still has her E, which was the same E as she had before, just dash into the wall and charge and whatnot. Warwick's ultimate is still pretty much the old Warwick's ultimate, just, very slightly different. So, it's not unheard of to have abilities that are similar, like this and this, that just have like a twist on them. So there's that, I guess. And then we have his ultimate, which sounds completely broken, which I'm like a 30% believer on. Shows about a quarter of the map, allowing allies to see enemy champions, I'm assuming, and everything within that area. Pretty much like a TF ultimate. If enemies are in that radius, they are slowed for 3 seconds and then spreads toxin from the center. He writes in brackets, I guess, a broken ability, high cooldown. So this just sounds extremely, well, that's a squeaky chair. This sounds very, very broken, because think about it. If you team fight, right, you're team fighting in the mid lane or Baron Pit or whatever, you know, it's a 5-on-5, everyone's there, everyone's, you know, it's a fiesta. You pop this ultimate, does that mean that every single person is guaranteed to get hit, guaranteed to be slowed, and guaranteed to spread toxins? Which, again, it says spreads toxin, which to me says that if anyone else is around them, similar to a Varus ultimate, it spreads to them. And it kind of maybe doubles or triples the effect based on how many people are within that vicinity. That's what I think when I hear that spreads toxin, you know, those keywords right there from the center of the champion. He does say it's a broken ability, and it does have a high cooldown, because, I mean, that does sound pretty damn broken. It has a ridiculous amount of uses, and I think it's fantastic. So I don't know. That's pretty much the SWAIN rework, guys. Let me know what you think about it down below. If you think it's true, if you think it's not true. Again, take it with a grain of salt. If I don't know how much of it is true, if any at all. So it could be completely fake. I don't know. But moving on to the next leak, right? We have this little Reddit thread that got posted about 20 hours ago. You can see here, leaked a new Blitz skin from the Nexus website, right? So you can see here, right here, this new Blitzcrank skin, which is fantastic. And apparently this one actually became true, because a Radar responded. You can see here, let me zoom in for you guys a little bit just so you can actually see it. There we go. Okay, it sucks that somehow this got scraped. I don't know. I've never actually really seen that word used like that. Not scrapped, but scraped. I don't know. Anyway, as in discovered on the website, not scrapped or whatever. But to set expectations properly, it's not an ultimate skin. It's 2 skins that I believe each are going to be valued at the 1350 RP mark. And, you know, whatever. Essentially, he just confirms that this is a true leak, and then they were going to post this on this day, which is the 24th of this month, so in 4 days. But instead, they just ended up posting it now, which is this post right here. You can see they talk about this new Blitzcrank skin. I don't know the name for it. I don't think they actually say the name for it, other than saying that they want to have one of the hooks look something like, they say it somewhere here. Let me see if I can find it very, very quickly. I can't. Oh, Dark Lancer, here we go. A Dark Lancer. Because they say how, like, in this post, they went through, like, all these different types of hooks for Blitzcrank, because Blitzcrank's hook is obviously, you know, his main ability, the ability that everyone watches out for and looks out for and loves on Blitzcrank, and that's essentially what makes Blitzcrank. So they kind of wanted to really focus on his Q and make it really, really cool, and then, you know, all the different concepts and stuff, and they went for the Black Lancer, I think they called, which I'm assuming is this one. That's what it looks like. And they had a little video talking about, or showing it up, you know, you can check it out here. Look, this is pretty cool. Look at that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, right? That looks pretty sick. Again, this is a super prototype. This is like, obviously Blitzcrank, it looks still like the regular Blitzcrank, other than the Q. But that's just like a very quick prototype version, or visual, I guess, if you will, of how it can look like later on, right? Which is pretty much this one, I believe. Maybe it was this one. Well, I think it was this one, though. But essentially, you know, it's a leak that ended up being true, again, with the Blitzcrank skin. So we have one leak that's 100% confirmed, another one with the SWAIN rework that's a little bit more questionable. Now, this is how it can look like. Essentially, what the skin is going to be is it's going to be 2 skins, right? It's going to be this and this, right? A kind of a dark-themed skin, which is going to be the Black Lancer, and this one, which I'm not entirely sure what's going to be called. And they'll be released at the same time, but you can buy them, I believe, separately for 1350 or together in a bundle for like 1950 or something like that, which is pretty cool. I think that's a fantastic idea. And originally they said how they were going to only make just this skin right here, but then they're like, you know what, oh, you know, what if we can make 2 skins that are kind of similar and thematic yet opposites at the same time, because you have dark and light, kind of similar to how they did the Yasuo and the ribbon skins together, and release it like that, and, you know, not really have too much downtime and extra work, I guess, if you will. So there you guys have it. I mean, pretty cool video. So pretty sweet leaks. Again, this one being confirmed. My goodness, this splash art is absolutely gorgeous. Props to whoever designed this at Riot, or the people, or one person, or whatever. It looks wonderful. It's fantastic. It's beautiful splash art. And yeah, I'm pretty hard for this skin. So let me know what you guys think about it down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit it with that like button. That's not a like button. That's the like button. Hit it with the like button. Share with your friends. Tell me what you think about this leak. If you think it's true, if you think it's not true, if you think it's legit, if you think it's not legit. But I truly thank all of you so much for watching, guys. Again, I really want to hear your thoughts on this and this as well. And yeah, hopefully, this rework is going to be, you know, this leak is somewhat true, because this ability sounds insanely busted, but at the same time, very, very cool. But there's only one way to find out, and that's going to be after we get the next champion, which is going to be this weird fairy thing, designed by Certainly T, the guy that made Yasuo. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit it with that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys for the next video. Thank you for watching. Wow, that was weird. Peace. There you go. Jesus. That was a little bit awkward, guys. I apologize. Whew. Whoa, Nelly. My goodness.